One Radio Network. The Steelers have signed linebacker Alex Highsmith to a 4-year contract extension. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reports the deal is worth $68 million. Highsmith, who is entering the final year of his rookie deal in 2023, is now among the top 10 highest paid pass rushers in the NFL. With training camp on the horizon, Leonard Fournette had his first official tryout. NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reports the former Buccaneers running back worked out for the Patriots. They also worked out another free agent veteran running back, former Ram, Darrell Henderson. And NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo reported the Jets would release Denzel Mims if they could not trade him. Well, holding on to him paid off. The former second-round pick is headed to Detroit. The Jets will also send a seventh-rounder to the Lions in exchange for a conditional sixth-round pick in 2025. This has been NFL Network Now on the Western One Radio Network.
Shop end-of-season deals during the Truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, save on major appliances and get an additional 10% off in-store clearance appliances. Plus, take up to 50% off select patio furniture and accessories, and save on select grills and outdoor power equipment. Great deals are happening now, in-store and online. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 7/26. Exclusions apply. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
School! Stay on!
Sounds like it's back to school time, and Staples has great prices on everything you need for school. Save on markers and crayons. Save on notebooks and folders. And right now at Staples, save big on tech with up to $250 off select computers. Staples, where savings for school are always in session. N729, in-store only. See associate for details.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Happy Thursday, July 20th, 2023. Yesterday, all day long, it was in my mind, it was a Thursday, Gene, but
it's not.
Yes, yeah. It was just a figment of my imagination.
Yes.
But we got through the day anyway.
Yes, we did. I can attest to the fact that I'm looking right at you right now.
Okay. Well, let's see. Looking back in history on this date in 1937, Italian inventor and physicist Guglielmo Marconi died on this date. Marconi is credited as a pioneer in the creation of radio technology. He was awarded a Nobel Prize for Physics in 1909. Years later, he would be known as the father of Two for Tuesday and Rocktober, but those don't count. Marconi and Fessenden, two of the people that are credited with the evolution of radio.
But Marconi was the one everybody remembers.
Yeah, everybody remembers him, but Fessenden, I believe, did most of the groundwork.
Well, you better get a better public relations man.
I think you're right. That's what it all boils down to. Oh, anyway, let's see. Oh, actor Tom Cruise reportedly tried to broker a deal between SAG-AFTRA and the Hollywood studios. Cruise spoke with reps for Hollywood actors and asked them to allow promotion of projects during the strike. Tom's got a project to promote, huh? Yeah, okay. No word if Cruise's efforts were taken seriously. Yeah, I figure next time he should try jumping up and down on a couch until they cave, right?
Well, he said that he looks up to most people.
He really does. And I can make short jokes about him because he is short.
No question.
Okay. We've got all sorts of things to cover today when it comes to news.
Birthdays.
Yeah. Our dad joke. Are you ready for our dad joke?
Yeah, a dad joke. Let's have a dad joke.
Okay. Let me find a good one here. Oh, a cheeseburger walked into a bar. The bartender said, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true groaner, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Birthdays, our big shot birthdays. John Lodge of the Moody Blues is 80. Singer Kim Carnes, 78. Carlos Santana, 76. J.J. French of Twisted Sister, 71. Drummer Paul Cook is 67. Actor Donna Dixon, 66. Keyboardist Mike McNeil of Simple Minds, 65. Actor Dean Winters, 59. Stone Gossard of Pearl Jam, 57. Actor Reed Diamond, 56. Actor Josh Holloway, 54. Actor Sandra Oh, 52. Actor Omar Epps is 50. Actor Simon Rex, 49. Model Giselle Bundchen, 43. Actor Percy Daggs III, 41. Actor John Francis Daly, not to be confused with John Cameron Swayze. And our final big shot birthday is actor Bill Bruno. He's 27. Local birthdays. We have happy birthday wishes today for Sally Devoy, Ann Northcutt, Josie Espinosa, Marco Moreno, Michelle Quesada, Evelyn Quesada, Marvel Sasta, Dan Edwards, Matt Blevins, Lisa Garcia, Carmen De La Rosa, Doris Mixon, Henry Cordero, Jack Haggerty Fisher, Rosa Maria Zepeda, Jorge Vargas, Oscar Pesquera, Jared Davis, Emma Ross Flores, Amanda Parra, Jose Pepe Lopez, Melissa Peralta, and Gina Brister Snow. Happy birthday from KXO.
I was waiting for that.
Okay.
So it arrived.
Yeah, Mom Devoy and Gina celebrating a birthday today.
And I heard Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel Sasta.
Marvel Sasta celebrating a birthday today as well.
Yes. Okie dokie. Is Gina going to share cake with us here?
You know, I don't think she's not really a cake eater, so I doubt if we will see cake today. But you just never know.
That's okay. If somebody showed up with cake and Gabe was here, nobody else would see it.
Well, that might be what it is anyway.
Yes.
They'll say, yeah, you can take that to the station and tell Gabe that we sent it.
Yes. Okay. We've got news. I'm going to get started. It's a look at World and California News headlines. And World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. It's Lock. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear is asking for prayers for his people who've lost homes and cars in devastating floods triggered by torrential rain.
There's a piece of somebody's house floating away. I love them.
CBS News confirms possible charges against former President Trump in an election interference investigation include conspiracy to defraud the country. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
Now a whole host of other indictments are possible, most especially the charge that Trump was responsible for what took place at the Capitol.
The Federal Reserve's just unveiled a new payment system that'll let you send and receive money in a matter of seconds, 24/7. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
FedNow is launching with 41 banks and 15 service providers, including community banks and large lenders like J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of New York Mellon, and U.S. Bancorp.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy continues to defend former President Trump, who received a second target letter this week from Special Counsel Jack Smith's office. That letter inviting Trump to testify before a federal grand jury. Trump supporters calling the investigation political. McCarthy asked if he supports efforts by some of his colleagues to defund the Special Counsel's office.
I haven't gotten into that. I just want to make sure that we have some equal justice as we go through.
McCarthy reiterating he doesn't think Trump was responsible for the January 6th uprising at the Capitol, since he told the protesters to be peaceful. Antioch's police chief retiring after a racist text message scandal involving officers. Chief Stephen Ford leaving his job next month. A community organizer on what that means.
It shows that this police department is falling and it's in turmoil and it needs urgent help.
A mini market near LA's Skid Row, apparently where the lone winning Powerball ticket was sold prior to last night's drawing for the $1 billion jackpot. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your San Diego County Ford dealers during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your San Diego County Ford dealers. And right now, get 1.9% APR limited term financing on a 2023 Ford F-150 truck. Hurry in and test drive one today. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% APR financing for 36 months at $2,860 per month per $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 9/4/2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers. Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. At the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at El Centro Motors, and of course their mobile service wherever you are.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, County Public Health Department warns of heat-related illness. Here's more on that story.
They say the extreme temperatures can cause serious health problems. Health Department says high temperatures can cause heat cramps, heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and even death. So far this year, there have been a total of 40 heat-related illnesses. The numbers include 4 deaths, 1 heat stroke, 19 cases of heat exhaustion, and 16 other heat-related illnesses such as heat fatigue and dehydration. During extreme heat conditions, residents are encouraged to take appropriate precautions, stay hydrated, wear tight, light, loose-fitting clothes, stay indoors in an air-conditioned area, check on neighbors, especially the elderly and the very young. If you need to go outdoors, know where the cool centers and hydration stations are located. Lists are available at the Health Department website. For those who work outdoors, have plenty of water available. Take breaks often and in the shade. If you feel ill, get medical attention or go somewhere you can cool down. The current excessive heat warning will remain in effect at least through Saturday. Elevated temperatures can be expected for the next couple of months. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the KXO website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And in other local news, the Calipatria City Council will hold a special meeting today. The meeting, scheduled for 4 p.m. this afternoon, will be at the Calipatria City Hall. It's for the 2023-2024 budget workshop. KXO News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, the city of Calexico gets another $1 million. George Gale explains.
The latest grant comes from the Southern California Association of Governments. The SCAG grant will supplement the $12.8 million the city received from the U.S. Department of Transportation's Rebuilding American Infrastructure and Sustainability and Equity Program. The funds are for a project to construct a new intermodal transportation center in downtown Calexico to consolidate public and private transportation providers in one facility to improve mobility and safety of passengers, increase transit ridership, accommodate zero-emission transit vehicles, reduce vehicle emissions, and enhance the downtown business district. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And back to school splash, bash, and movie night. It's at the El Centro Aquatic Center. They will be hosting a back-to-school splash bash. It will be on August the 11th. Before plunging headfirst into a new school year, you can celebrate summer at El Centro's Aquatic Center. They will be hosting the back-to-school bash and movie night featuring Super Mario Brothers movie. The free event will be on this Friday, August the 11th from 5 to 9 p.m. The movie will begin at sunset right around 7:30 p.m. Bring your bathing suit and towel and enjoy pool games, music, food vendors, and a school supply giveaway while supplies last. Cabana rentals are available, but they must be paid for Wednesday, August 9th. For more information, contact the El Centro Aquatic Center. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail, the ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
And it's Page 2 of the Local News. It is served by K Sushi Bar and Grill, specializing in sushi rolls. 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state.
Continuing with more local news this morning, structure fire near the city of Imperial on La Boucherie Road. George Gale filed this story.
It was reported shortly before 8 Wednesday morning south of Ayton Road. It was on an abandoned residential development. It had been abandoned for the past about 15 years. The fire involved several uncompleted houses. No injuries have been reported. Cause of the fire is under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce is hosting a legislative day mixer. Representatives of local, state, and federal elected officials will be available at the old post office pavilion in El Centro between 4 and 7 p.m. Today. That's July 20th. There will be information on small business resources as well. The Legislative Day Mixer is an opportunity for small business owners to get to know their elected officials, ask questions, and mingle with other small business owners. Presentation is presented by the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce and the City of El Centro. Well, the rabbit fire continues to burn. We have more on that story.
The fire is in the Moreno Valley of Riverside County. At the last report Wednesday morning, the wildfire had burned 8,283 acres. Officials say the fire is now 55% contained. There are currently 1,578 personnel on scene, including a strike team from Imperial County. Yuma Fire Department is part of that team. Officials say containment lines are in place, and the fire continues to smolder in heavy brush. There are a few road closures, but others have been reopened. Suppression efforts are being hampered by extreme heat, steep terrain, and difficult access. Hazards remain for critical infrastructure, radio repeater towers, and natural gas and petroleum pipelines. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at K Sushi, including for the kids. K Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. K Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says historically hot conditions continue over the next several days, with daily high and warm low temperature records in jeopardy. Excessive heat warnings remain in effect through Saturday across the region, but high temperatures expected to continue to remain above 110 degrees across the Imperial Valley into early next week. 115 our high yesterday, 84 the overnight low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 117. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 86. West-southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Those winds become south-southeast after midnight. Sunny and hot on Friday with a high near 119. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 116. Southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Sunday, mostly sunny and hot with a high near 112. Southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 93 degrees, 50% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast 7 to 10 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials, and by the way, the dinner menu that features 16 different entrees. K Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Padres behind Yu Darvish and Manny Machado shut out the Blue Jays 2-0. Meanwhile, the Angels topped the Yankees 7-3. Pirates got by the Guardians 7-5. Orioles over the Dodgers 8-5. Rangers ripped the Rays 5-1. Cardinals clubbed the Marlins 6-4. Astros outlasted the Rockies 4-1. Athletics shaded the Red Sox 6-5. Brewers beat the Phillies 5-3. Mets topped the White Sox 5-1. The Reds nipped the Giants 3-2. Diamondbacks dumped the Braves 5-3. It was the Cubs 8, Nationals 3. Tigers edged the Royals 3-2, and the Twins topped the Mariners 6-3. Meanwhile, Baltimore has acquired reliever Fujinami from the Oakland A's. The Royals, looking to make a run, have acquired right-hander Shintaro Fujinami in exchange for minor league left-hander Easton Lucas. And in other baseball news, it was Juan Duran throwing 104.6 miles per hour. Yeah. Catch up with that one if you can.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And co-host New Zealand kicked off the Women's World Cup campaign with an upset victory over Norway, securing the country's first win in tournament history. And Australia labored initially in the absence of injured captain Sam Kerr, but a second-half penalty from Steph Catley got them off to a solid start at the Women's World Cup with a 1-0 win over Ireland in the opener today. And the New York Jets have agreed to trade wide receiver Denzel Mims to the Lions. The Lions will receive a 2025 7th-round draft pick in the deal, while the Jets get a 2025 conditional 6th-round pick, according to sources. And that's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy-saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
And it's financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro. Tesla reported a much bigger than expected increase in profits despite a series of price cuts that trimmed the amount of revenue per vehicle sold. Tesla reported adjusted earnings of $3.1 billion or 91 cents a share, up 20% from the second quarter last year. Its profit margin of 18.2% was also better than expected, although profit margins were still smaller than they were last year due to a series of price cuts the company announced since earlier this year. And Netflix has added nearly 6 million paid subscribers since they said, can't share passwords anymore. The company said it has now launched paid sharing. Its effort to get users to stop sharing accounts with others for free in more than 100 countries after beginning its broad rollout earlier this year. Netflix Chief Financial Officer Spencer Nauman called the launch of paid sharing Netflix's primary revenue accelerator in the year during the company's second quarter earnings call. Most of our revenue growth this year is from growth in volume from new paid membership, and that's largely driven by our paid sharing rollout. In other news, negotiations will resume next week between UPS and the Teamsters Union, which represents 340,000 UPS workers. It'll be the first time the two sides have met since they walked away from the negotiating table following a marathon negotiating session over the July 4th weekend. UPS is urging quick action to finalize a deal. Mixed on the big board right now, the Dow up 259 points at 35,319. The S&P 500 down 17 at 45.48. The NASDAQ off 192 points at 14,168. And gold down 10.20 an ounce. Oil up 25 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howell in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 117. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight, a low around 86. West-southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. The wind's turning out of the south-southeast after midnight. Sunny and hot on Friday with a high near 119. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming northwest. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high 116. Sunday, mostly sunny and hot with a high near 112. We have 94 degrees downtown El Centro, 45% our relative humidity, wind out of the south-southeast, 7 to 10 miles per hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public.
Stop by your local grocery outlet to participate in our annual Independence from Hunger Drive. This is a great way to support your local food organizations. So take part in our Give 5, Get 5 program. Donate $5 and get a $5 coupon for a future visit. Donations made in-store stay in your local community. Join us in our fight against hunger by visiting your local grocery outlet today. Going on now through the end of July.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Coming up, CBS News on the hour, local news, when and where it happens, and scheduled throughout the day on AM 1230.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. A day after intense pounding rain, flood victims are picking up the pieces, as we hear from CBS's Jim Krasula.
A state of emergency has been declared in western Kentucky after more than a foot of rain fell, setting a new 24-hour rainfall record in the state. These people marveled at the high water in Carlisle County.
We've had floods before, but not like this.
I've seen it high, but it's never gotten that high.
Not near to the
extent
as it was.
There was widespread flooding in Mayfield, Kentucky, which was devastated by a massive tornado a year and a half ago that claimed nearly 60 lives.
In North Carolina, a tornado damaged a Pfizer drug plant. The Weather Channel's Justin Michaels.
It is responsible for a quarter of all the sterile injectable medications used at hospitals across the United States. Pfizer does say that will likely lead to long-term shortages.
In Phoenix, where 117 is the expected high today, Fire Captain Todd Keller is busy.
The majority of our calls that we are going on are going to be medical calls.
CBS News has confirmed what's in the Justice Department target letter that was sent to former President Trump. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum says it gives a clearer picture of the kind of case that could be brought.
There is seditious conspiracy linking Donald Trump to the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys, obstruction of an official meeting in progress, conspiracy and perjury to overturn the 2020 election, pressuring Mike Pence to not certify the electoral count, and fraud in seeking to substitute alternate slate of electors.
In Texas, it's day 2 of a hearing into a challenge by women to the lack of exclusions in the state's restrictive abortion law. In Maine, Democratic Governor Janet Mills is pushing back against critics who say a new law expanding abortion access is extreme.
What is extreme is forcing a woman to give birth to a child who's going to immediately die. What is extreme is forcing a woman to leave her state to seek care.
The co-hosts of the Women's World Cup won the opening matches of the tournament. Australia fans basking in a 1-0 win over Ireland.
We absolutely loved it. It was brilliant. It was such a great atmosphere in it. Really entertaining match, really fast-paced and intense. It was great.
And New Zealand topped Norway 1-0. Lots of activity at Las Palmitas Mini Market in Los Angeles. That's where the lone winning ticket was sold for the $1 billion Powerball jackpot. The store owner looks to pocket a cool $1 million for the sale.
I don't know. I put in my pocket. Vacation? Vacation. No. I have to make more business.
Relax and reinvest. Wall Street right now, the Dow's up 270. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried new Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Mark Zuckerberg might want to check under the hood of his new online creation.
So much for Threads. Tracking data site SimilarWeb finds the active daily user count on Meta's new Twitter clone has plunged. After signing up 100 million users in days, the active count fell 9 million to 23.5 in a single week among Android users. Apple's numbers aren't out yet. The report concludes Threads is missing many basic features and still needs to offer a more compelling reason to switch from Twitter, whose user retention is also declining. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
U.S. climate envoy John Kerry says his talks in China were about getting the two countries in sync about climate change. Beijing has resisted a plan to cut carbon emissions faster. And 100-year-old former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger met in China today with President Xi. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music